Hello, welcome to Gentle Morning Yoga Stretch. I'm Tammy. Grateful you are here to get your day started with yoga. So we will begin sitting on the mat. This 30-minute practice. So just enough time to get your body going for the day. You will need your yoga mat, a blanket, or a cushion if you need a little bit support for your spine in your seated position. And find your comfortable seat. So if sitting in a cross-legged position is not so easy for you today, you can extend your legs out in front of you or whatever way that you find ease in your seat. So we'll begin with a little inspiration for our day. I let go of busyness. As I look over my life, I see that there is much to do today and much ahead that is awaiting me. I could allow myself to feel overwhelmed, or I could take a fresh perspective. I renew my thinking by recognizing that I only need to do what is before me in this moment. All projects to follow will be done in their right time as well. If I have taken on more than can be reasonably accomplished, I willingly release this stress by enlisting support from others and find joy in the opportunity to collaborate on these good efforts. I feel gratitude that my life is full of all the goodness manifesting as opportunities to use my gifts in service. I am at peace with all that concerns me. So sometimes Mondays can be a little bit busy, beginning of the week. So this is a great time to take time for yourself to find peace within so you can resonate that peace without to the world. So let's close our eyes and maybe bringing some movement into the body that feels good for you. Maybe shifting the hips side to side or forward and back. Just feeling that little rock on the tailbone and on your hips. And then when you're ready, come back to your seat or wherever you are in a still place. And maybe rolling the shoulders up and down a bit, loosening the neck. This might be tight, maybe shifting the head side to side in a gentle manner. Whatever way that brings you ease and comfort in your seat as we arrive here. Finding stillness, and sometimes that's not so easy, especially if the mind is going around and around. So do the best that you can to bring stillness to the mind, to the body. Find comfort here within yourself. Tuning into you, all that you are, with a gentleness and easiness. So you feel the softening of the lower body, easing that through the legs, the calves, ankles, and the feet, even through the toes. So maybe wiggle the toes a little bit, bringing some movement there. And as you root down through the sit bones, find length in the spine, opening the heart, opening to your day. How will you be walking through the world today? Easing the shoulders away from the ears, finding softness in the throat, muscles in the jaw, releasing those. Any tension, maybe open and close your mouth a few times. That feels comfortable for you. And softening the muscles around the eyes, relaxing the skin above the brow. As we arrive here in this moment, connecting to our true self, our authentic nature. Connecting to what you need today, what your body is needing. Listening to yourself and honoring you. On your next inhale, circle your hands in front of the heart. Exhale, bow to yourself in gratitude, kindness, love. Set your sankalpa intention for practice. Maybe bring an affirmation word. I am peace. I am love. I am enough. I am strong. For this affirmation, I am gentle with myself and my practice. I am gentle with myself and my practice. We find deeper rhythm of breath. Just a gentle ease in through the nose and out through your nose. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale will open with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. Relax your hands back to your knees or thighs or wherever you are. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, chin towards the heart center. And just notice here, as you breathe in and you breathe out, where can you release the tension? The top of the shoulders, the back of the neck. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Feeling the stretch along the left side of the neck. We're being mindful and easy with ourselves as we warm the body. So we're not pushing. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left ear to the left shoulder. You might notice the sides are different as you come into this stretch. Inhale, back to center. We're going to do that one more time. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Breathing deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Draw your chin down towards the heart center as you gently circle around. Maybe you hear some prickling or muscles and joints around the neck and top of the shoulders. Breathing through it. Maintaining the breath rhythm as you circle. And when you're ready, circle in the other direction. The next time that your chin is at heart center, inhale, gently rise up, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale. We're going to look over the right shoulder. Breathe in Breathe out, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Remember being kind with yourself, honoring where you are right here. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, look over towards the left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, relax. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach it up. Stretch through the fingertips. Open the fingers. Look up if it's okay for your neck. Breathe in. Lengthening through the side of the body. Breathe out. Exhale, turn the palms down. Bring it down. Do that 2 more times. Turn the palms up. Inhale, reach it up. Really feeling the stretch along the side of the body through the fingertips. Look up if it's okay for your neck. Breathe in. Exhale, release the hands all the way down. Nice and easy, taking your time. 1 more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, stay here and breathe. Inhale, exhale, relax the right hand down by your right hip. Take a deep breath in and exhale, stretch over to the right. So you can remain here, or if you'd like to go deeper, you can walk the fingertips out a little bit, but make sure that your left hip is resting down towards your mat. So if the left hip is raising up as you reach the fingers out, you want to bring the fingers back in a bit. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, left hand rests by the left hip. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, stretch over to the left. So each time you move, we're breathing in or breathing out. And then if it feels okay, walk the fingers out a little bit more to come deeper. Resting the right hip down towards your mat. And then walk the fingers back in. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, relax the right arm. Bring the hands under the knees, guide them in the center, and we'll move into tabletop position. So if you need a little extra cushion for your knees or your wrists, you want to bring a blanket underneath one or both, or roll the mat up a few times for support. And bring space between your finger pads. Wrists in line under the shoulders, and then knees in line underneath the hips. And tops of the feet are gently pressing into the mat, as well as the palm of the hand gently presses in. So as you press those points into the mat, you should feel the center engaged. So strengthening through the center. And we'll move through the spine, cat, cow. Inhale, you're going to drop the belly, lift the chin. Feel the heart expand and open. Exhale. Round the back, tuck your chin, look towards the belly or through the legs. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. So moving with your rhythm of breath. Exhale, round. Bringing nourishment to our spine. Inhale. Exhale as you move through your cat, cow. We'll do 2 more of these. Return to a neutral spine. We'll work on balance as well as strengthening the center. Extend the left leg back behind you. Tuck the toes under. You can stay here. or lift the leg only to hip height. So you want to make sure that you don't lift your left hip way high. You want to try to find balance. That might be a little difficult. If you can look back towards the left foot and check it out. Extend the right arm long. So we're going to stay here and breathe. Look down towards your mat. Find your balance. Find your peace. Exhale, relax the right hand, left knee. Other side, extend the right leg behind you, tuck the toes. Staying here, or lift the right leg off the mat, the right foot. So again, you don't want to be up here. You want to make sure that your hip is level with the other one. Extend the left arm long. Look down towards your mat. So we're lengthening all the way through the spine, out through the right foot. Breathing in, breathing out. Next exhale, relax the left hand, relax the right knee. Take the knees wide, sit back to child's pose. Toes touch if you can. And if you need support, you can bring the blanket in between the legs or underneath your feet if you have sensitivity in your feet. Relax the forehead down towards your mat. Extend the arms out. Or to modify, you can place one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead. Slide your hands underneath the shoulders, press through the palms, roll up through the spine. And then we're going to walk the hands back out to our tabletop position. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So full body stretch here. So you want to feel the hips rise up towards the sky. Maybe you're bending the knees for this first downward facing dog. So feel that release. Press through the palms. Rest your head between the arms. And don't forget the breath. So maybe you'd like to stretch the back of the legs as you bend the right knee, straighten the left, and then switch. Bend the left knee, straighten the right. Alternating knees. Really feeling that with the breath. One more time. Return to your downward facing dog. Bring the knees gently back down to the mat. And we're going to take a pause. So let the tops of the feet rest. Gently pressing the toes down into the mat. We're going to tuck the toes back under. Lift the knees and then the hips up and back, downward facing dog. So maybe this time you can bring a little straightening to the knees. If not, it's okay. Listen to your own body. Bend the knees still if you need to. Every day is different that we step onto our mat, so you want to listen to yourself. Next, exhale, bring the knees back down to the mat and pause, tops of the feet back to the mat, gently pressing into the tops of the feet around the toes. And then we're going to bring the right foot forward. And the left knee is going to stay on the mat. So maybe scooch the left knee back a little bit so you can feel the stretch in the hip area through the top of, or the front of the left thigh, excuse me. So here we are in a low lunge. Again, if you need support for the left knee, you want to place the blanket underneath there. Breathe in. Breathe out. So then we're going to bring the hands up to the top of the thigh. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is a little bit more challenging for your balance. Doing the best you can. Or if you'd like to go further, you're going to stretch the arms up towards the sky. Reaching up, breathe it in. Breathe out. Next, exhale, hands come back to the mat. Slide the right foot back behind you, and we'll move to the other side. You want to take your time. Step the left foot forward. Maybe find your low lunge. So maybe you scooch the right knee back a little bit. The farther that you scoot the right knee back, the more you're going to feel the stretch. So it's up to you. Remember, we're not pushing the body. And if you need support, place the blanket underneath the right knee. Wherever you are, breathe in. Breathe out. Then when you're ready, bring the hands up to the top of the thigh. And you gently press the hands into the top of the left thigh. So that can help you with a little bit more stability. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here or extend the arms up towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, exhale. Bring the hands back down to the mat. Slide the left foot back behind you, and then we're going to come all the way down to the belly. Make a little pillow with your hands. Rest your head. Let's breathe here. Relax the heels out to the side. So just notice how your hips feel right now. How the top or the front of the thighs are feeling. Let's bend the knees up, or excuse me, bend the knees so the soles of the feet are up towards the sky. And then we're going to take the feet and gently windshield wiper side to side. So we're releasing out the hips. Getting a little massage on our pelvic bone. Return back to center. Gently let your feet come back down to the mat. We're going to bring our hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the palms as you rise up to a tabletop position. And then bring your feet to one side. Have a seat. Extend your legs out in front of you for Dandasana. So if you feel a little slouchy in the spine today, you can sit on the edge of a blanket. It helps to lift your spine and lengthen the spine. So you want to imagine Dandasana like you're in a mountain pose. If you're standing on the mat, it's the same place or the same pose, but just sitting down. So the hands are by your hips. Palms are down. Gently press into the palms. But as you press into the palms, you don't want to raise the shoulders or shrug in the shoulders. You want to press down into the palms, flex the feet towards you. Feel the back of the body engaging. So Dandasana, staff pose. And then we'll move into Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, fold. You can let the hands rest, or you can take the peace fingers and wrap them around the big toe. So again, we're not forcing the body. If this is easily available to you, then that's where you'll be. If not, just going to let the hands rest wherever they do. Maybe you're up here today. Maybe you're bending the knees. Maybe you place a blanket behind the legs or underneath the knees. So wherever you are, you want to lengthen through the spine. So you don't ever be slugging in the spine or the shoulders. We're not reaching with the shoulders, we're reaching with the heart. Lengthening through the spine. Take a deep breath in and breathe it out. Next, inhale, gently come up to a seated position. So walking the hands back in towards the body. Shake your legs out. And we're going to roll onto the mat. So roll down. Take the hands behind the legs or the thighs and roll all the way down. Feet are going to be hip distance apart. Space between your heels and the glute muscles. So we're going to come into bridge. Hands rest by your hips. So you want the knees to be facing up towards the ceiling and not out to the side or too much inward. So not internally or externally rotating the knees. Press through the feet, lift your hips. We'll breathe here. Try to see if you can create the same length of your inhale as your exhale. So if you're breathing in for the count of 2, you want to exhale for the count of 2. Exhale, gently releasing one vertebra at a time until the hips are the last thing that arrive on your mat. And let's pause here. Press through the feet. Second one, lift your hips when you're ready. Breathe here. So when you're in bridge, this is an inversion, so you want to try to keep your head in a neutral place, not turn the head. Exhale, gently release down one vertebra at a time. Hips are the last thing to arrive on your mat. Pause. We'll do one more. Press through the feet. Lift your hips when you're ready. Breathing in through the nose, out through your nose. Next, exhale, gently release down, relax. Let the spine rest back into itself. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a nice little love squeeze. Wrap the arms around your shins. Wind release pose, so good for the digestion. Let's come into happy baby. So you can stay here, take the knees out to shoulder width apart and press the shins in towards you. Or you can raise the soles of the feet up towards the sky. Hold on to the outer edges of the feet. Press into the feet as the feet press into your hands. Hands around the ankles and press the legs down, or hands behind your thighs. Wherever you are, you want to make sure that the shoulders are resting. Breathing in, breathing out. Maybe rock your baby side to side if that feels good. Getting some nourishment for the spine and your outer hip. If you're rocking, return to center. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Release your happy baby. Extend the left leg long, right knee draws in. Guide the right knee over with the left hand to the left for a supine twist. Extend the right arm out to a T position, shoulder height, or bend the elbow. Gaze to the right or head stays in a neutral position. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, extend the right leg long. Other side, left knee draws in. Guide the left knee over with the right hand to the right. Extend the left arm out to a T or bend the elbow. Gazing to the left or head stays in a neutral position. Breathe here. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, extend that left leg long. Taking this time to rest for a few minutes. If extending the legs is not comfortable for you, you can always bend the knees and let them touch in the center. Or place a blanket underneath the knees. Find your comfortable resting place. This is your time to just tune in, relax, and let go. Finally and gently return awareness to your space. Movement into the body, however that feels good for you. Wiggle the fingers and toes or circle the wrists and ankles. Maybe give yourself a full body stretch as you reach the arms over the head. Lengthen and reach through the fingers and the toes. And when you're ready, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Love embrace. Noticing how you feel. And carry your embrace to the right side of the body. Make a pillow with your hands to rest your head. Use the support of your hands to help yourself up to a seat. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands come together at heart center. Deep breath in. Exhale, bow to yourself. Gratitude, kindness, love. Thanking yourself for showing up today. Inhale, rise. Exhale. We'll close with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Om. May this day bring you peace, love, and blissful moments. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time.